We're in the Pearson home, and it's, as best we can tell, the oldest building in Stanwood.
Or one of the oldest.
It was built in 1890.
Yeah,
And
old.
yeah.
And one of the ones that withstood a fire that we had in downtown. Many 13 buildings burned down between here and the river, but this one was not one of
1892.
them. Yeah.
D.O. Pearson was the city's first mayor. It's the reason why it's called Stanwood. He named it after his wife, her maiden name, Clara Stanwood Pearson, because he just thought there were too many Centervilles, which is what it was originally called, although it was created really across the river. But he comes in 1877 and did something that was completely unusual. Besides the tavern that was just feeding drinks to the loggers in this area, he developed the first really mercantile store. He had 2 stores along the river. The 3rd store he built in 1905, and that today is just down the street. It is a dance hall, Lower Billy's. So he was quite instrumental in helping to form the community.
As we pointed out when he first came over here, he was the lawyer, notary public, dentist, and a doctor. So
And postmaster.
when the only doctor in town left, he left him all of his medicine. And so Dio would be known to, to diagnose different illnesses and pull old molars.
Come in, buy a pair of boots, have your tooth pulled, and
So
just
he
move
was
right on.
he was a Renaissance man.
He was. Interesting guy. The family was from Lowell, Massachusetts, so the house actually has kind of a faux widow's walk on top. It's not really what they, the useful one that they have in the East, but he wanted to be reminiscent of that New England type of lifestyle, so that's why he put that up there. It's a 3-story house now. He added the 2 stories after securing this in 1890. So it's a very interesting. What we tried to do, especially with the new renovation, is we wanted to set it back as close as possible to an authentic type of situation where the Pearsons lived here. It had obviously, especially the kitchen had been kind of the 1960s. We had Formica counters and they had put a lot of cupboards in and everything, when this was probably a private home. So we've had all that torn out. We got a grant to be able to do this. And then we came in and we repainted and we hired some people to put wainscoting up and we redone the parlor. And we're really quite happy about the way that it's turned out. At least when he was older, he would have kept the books down here next to his master bedroom so he could easily access them. So this is, to me, one of the most original situations in the entire house. This has really not been touched since this was put together.
We've done 2 Giving Tuesdays for the Pearson House, and we were able to redo, I think, maybe a dozen windows. They're the original windows, but now they work. They work up and down, and so that was a really big deal. And
we did that in conjunction with the Archaeology and Preservation Department. And I'd like to stress the generosity of this community is the reason why not only has the Pearson House been saved, but the Floyd Norgard Cultural Center has been saved, and that we have this incredible cultural complex in downtown Stanwood. And for a city this size, it is really miraculous that they have this much going on in terms of preserving their history. It's quite gratifying.